Get me right, get me right, get me right, yeah. I say the right things and you gon' get me right, yeah. 25. She gon' get the blushing when she see me. Watch me Instagram like TV. Says she got a plan and she wanna include me. I know she got a man, why she tryna confuse me?
We are CiiiTY.
I could be accepted anywhere. You get what I'm saying? So like I could be in the streets and the street niggas salute me, or I could be in the EDM clubs and they could drop one of my songs, tell me, and I had the whole crowd going. So I kind of like it. I call it just, I'm adaptable to any habitat. Don't mean any ocean, any water. I'm stand out. I stand out in the public because I don't look like them. Then I stand out in the streets because I don't sound like them.
Okay, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
It's an interesting duality. Yeah.
Definitely. Dual threat, for sure.
And you promote your music, I feel like, in a very unique way. I feel like you always find a bigger way to promote your music, like with CiiiTY.
With CiiiTY, for sure. CiiiTY is,
talk about CiiiTY and your involvement with that.
Oh yeah, CiiiTY is actually a nonprofit organization started by my brother. He actually gave away his football scholarship to come home and actually start a nonprofit for the youth. It's called Spreading Wisdom Amongst the Youth, 501c3. And really we came together. He had the whole idea, he had the plan. It was a clothing brand at first, but he talked to me and said, yo, I want to expand it, I want to make it more. You know what I'm saying? And so what we did is actually launch it into really establish it and give it a foundation. And so now it's actually doing numbers. It's really good. Actually, we did a couple community events, back to school drives. We sent school supplies and built bags to India. We actually did a fundraiser. It's really good. I actually like it a lot, man. I salute to it because it keeps me, all of us are going to do a little bit of bad here and there, but it always feel good to give back and do some good as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make it so much as we're denying the flesh. I'm going with the flesh. I'm doing all these ungodly things, but do some good at the same time. I know the flesh is hard to deny, but you know what I'm saying? When you can do the right thing, make sure you do it. You know what I'm saying? Capitalize on it. So I appreciate CiiiTY for that, definitely.
How much do your morality, the things you believe in, how much of that do you put into your music? Is there a barrier?
Well, most definitely. I don't know if y'all know, I got a sister named Nadej Nightingale. She's actually a musician too, and she's one of the main people who kind of are on top of me about certain things like, what we stand for as far as, Christ. I'm a firm believer in Christ. I'm a Christian, so a lot of things I don't touch on, you know what I'm saying? I don't degrade women or call them out of their names. You won't even hear any curse words in my music, really, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just because of, certain things like that. I appreciate her because she keeps me, grounded on those things. Like you said, like in morality, I do have definite morals that was raised up in my household because I have a great upbringing. Shout out to my parents, great upbringing, and they kind of molded me into a way where I know I would never go amongst a line to do something that I know they would be like, oh damn, he's embarrassing us. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a main thing for me, not embarrassing my peoples and what they made for me to be, you know what I'm saying?
Are there any pressure to make it out, no, I wouldn't say make it out, but to bring success to Miami Gardens? Are you big on repping where you from? Things like
for
that?
sure, like you see all over me is Miami tattoo. Most definitely, I want to stamp it that that's where I'm from, and I want to be one of the people that younger folks down there be like, oh yeah, like we from Miami Gardens, aka Murder Gardens, but look at some pop music. This shit's actually fire, and then younger cats can know because they come up and want to do rap, like how I kind of came up. I was either gonna play ball or rap, but I don't know what it was. I just picked up on the pop music, and I want to show the other niggas that you can be from the hood and from the streets. That pop music be hitting, and that's the bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? Justin Bieber bigger than all your favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Khalid bigger than all your favorite rappers. You know what I mean? So definitely, I want to be the one to bust so they can see that. Because if I look like them, they'll be like, damn, I can do it. He looks like me, because you don't see nobody, besides 6 Lack. I like 6 Lack a lot. You know what I mean? I call him 6 Lack, but it's black.
It's black.
Yeah, it's black.
I call him.
I'm sticking to 6 Lack. That way I came up. Well, I know he said call him black, but when I'm gonna tell that boy, man, it's 6 Lack. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like that. You know what I mean? Like how he came up, cut his dreads now, but like that. Like I'm sure he gave hope to some young niggas in Atlanta. Zone 6 was like, damn, like we don't gotta rap. You know what I mean? We could be smooth player shit. And that's what I want to do. Definitely.
Now, previous question, I said about making it out while bringing success to Miami Gordon? It seems to me, and this conversation has been had by different podcasts and radio heads, it seems to me that artists are usually in danger in their own city. They usually die in their own city. There's usually conflict and envy and stuff like that coming from people around them. Is that at all a concern for you as an artist? And what's your take on that whole
Yeah, definitely. I want to say yes and no. And I'll start off by saying the reason why it's not is because, like I said, I'm a firm believer in Christ. Like, when it's my time, it's my time. And I know I always pray every day for guidance, protection, skill, and wisdom. So I'm protected. So if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. So it's not a concern. But at the same time, I always think this, like, if they were to take me today, my moms and my sisters and my brothers, like, that's who I feel for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end of the day, like, I feel like, you know, there's so much more for me to do. I ain't even got no kids yet. Of course, I want to be a mom. I got enough things I want to deal with, enough things I want to accomplish and all that. But at the same time, it's just this, you know, like, I can't really, you know, drop it all and say, you know what, I don't want to do music because you can die off this. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a concern to me, you know? It doesn't really have, I feel like God got me. I just feel for my family and folks like that, my brothers, my team, if something more to happen to me, God forbid, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what, you know.
At the same time, you can't do what you're doing in fear, you know, you can't.
That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm
chasing
continue to do it. Yeah, you can't, you know, you can't sit back and say, you know, too many artists are dying, so I don't want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too many firefighters and cops died to me. You know what I'm saying? So lawyers died. Y'all watch Power. You seen John Proctor. Took that boy, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So every job dangerous.
Yeah.
Every job dangerous, man. You can't even call it. So I'm not down. That's not really because I should say no, but I say yes for my loved ones.
Now, in your music, well, one of the things I notice is, you know, you have a good way of playing into other people's like reality, especially when it comes to like relationships and stuff like that. You talk a lot about the different problems in relationships. Maybe not a problem, maybe something that everybody can relate to in terms of relationships. I feel like the ladies actually like your music
and that's the thing. I get a lot of what it is like reality music. My big brother Taz
right there, that's the term.
He says reality music because he'll say every time you do a song, there's at least one or two lines where I'll be like, damn, man, that whole trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it kind of brought him back. It made him feel like, you know, he was living that same line. So it's like reality music. Definitely, I talk a lot about relationships and stuff like that. Because just like I'd say a lot about the city girls. I mentioned a lot about them down here in Miami. That's a huge thing, you know what I'm saying? So most girls are, you know, they on the city girl vibe, you know. So like, I come into encounterment with that a lot. So what I do is kind of give not only free game, but giving my experience. So I heard Drake say, I told my story and it made his story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell my story and then like some people will relate to it and they'll actually say, damn, so they'll hear a line and then they'll hear how I dealt with it and they'll say, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I tell my story and it made his story. You see what I'm saying?
And it makes history in her story because I feel like
her story as well too.
You give
and sometimes, yeah, that's the thing. You're right about that. It's not only one sided for, you know, the homies and the bros. It's definitely double sided sometimes. Sometimes I would definitely, you know, lean more towards the women for sure, definitely. Because at the end of the day, we all know pussy is power. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, how much power do you have? You know what I mean? To control that. You know what I'm saying? Can you control it? So I kind of go on both sides, but I'm not going to just embrace the fact that like I'm winning and I'm having all this success with women because I'm not.
Right.
Sometimes they're winning. And sometimes you got to feel for them, and sometimes you got to give some game to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I got sisters. I heard Lil Durk say, I'm showing respect to all these women because they could be my sister. And I always remember that, you know what I'm saying? So I give them the little gems here and there. I throw them to them, you know what I'm saying?
And what you say in those music, how much of that is like your own personal experiences?
Everything.
I know it's everything in those areas.
Everything. If it's not me, there's somebody here today, you feel me? Like one of the homies, I'll throw up one of their situations. It's definitely in my circle though. There's something going on in my life. You know what I mean? It could be my parents, my pops and my, you know, my mom with it, and I'll write it up. Everything's real. It's all from real life. I'll even use names. A lot of times you hear names in the music, those real names. You know what I'm saying?
Do
Kayla
you-
for real text me.
Has there ever been any repercussion to like to putting these things out in your music? Do you get hit up from maybe your ex-girlfriend or girl you talking to?
You know what's crazy? More time I make a lot of music and tell girls that I made this song about you, and they like that even if I'm,
Yeah.
because it's never bashing, it's never degrading, it's always just the experience. And when they hear it, put into melody and rhyme, met the puns, wet up. Real talk, I tell you. Hey, it was so fun. Every time she come see me, let's play this song, let's play my song. She said my song. She said it's her song. After I told her, I said I made this beat. She said, oh, play my song. Always, dog. You know me? So it's never been. I haven't came into that encounter where it was a bad thing that I made a song about a girl. I never really, throw shots at her or nothing. And I got a song that's coming out where like I have a girl like on there, like she damn near featured on it, but not music wise, like argumentative wise. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna drop, and it's crazy because my managers were saying you got to let her hear because you never know, she could sue, whatever the case may be. She'd be upset, whatever. Let her hear it. She loved it.
Yeah.
She on there cussing and yelling, and she loved it. And so I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Do you ever encounter people that maybe you wouldn't expect to listen to you or know your music?
Well, I want to say like encounter people that listen to music that I didn't expect it, but I definitely walk in places where I wouldn't expect somebody there. So last weekend I went to Okeechobee Fest. If you guys know what that is, that's like a rave. It's like ultra, life in color, something like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was actually just going there because I had a connection there where it was all free. It's like it's a 3-day event for like $600, you know what I mean, per ticket. But one of my boys is an event coordinator there, so he was like, yo, come out, you know what I mean, I get you guys everything. So I went, and I'm walking through the crowd, and someone's like, that's Hulio with the H. And I was like, damn, this is like a, rave, an EDM event, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of surprised me. I was just like, wow, I even know who he was, you know? It's in Okeechobee, Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not from there, I'm from the South. You know, so sometimes you can get that where you be like, whoa, someone actually knew. My boys actually told me they went to a print shop, and the dude there was like, you guys know Hulio with the H, the guy who prints shirts. I got my brother and my best friend and boys have clothing brand as well called Pieces of Fashion. So they be printing shirts and doing things like that. They do a lot of artists like reveal, so a lot of artists like Zoe Dollars, them boys will wear actually their clothing like on shows and on tour and things like that. They're based out here as well. Pieces of Fashion.
I notice you do surround yourself with like people that are contributing to you. Maybe you're contributing to them, but you surround yourself with a lot of entrepreneurs
Definitely.
and stuff like that.
Everybody around me is working on something. Everybody around is contributing. We always say it's under the same umbrella, it's the same camp. We got photographers, we got clothing brands, we got non-profits, we got everybody doing a little bit of something, everybody touches something. And we sometimes be like the label.
Yeah.
And we say the label needs this. We don't even purchase things outside of the camp because we want to keep the money circulating.
Right.
Me and my bro Cino was just talking about don't spend that money outside the circle.
Very important.
If you go buy something that you know we got, spend it here because you know what I'm saying, how is the label supposed to pump up? So yeah, definitely everybody around us is touching something. Everybody has a contribution. I'm always telling people you can't do it without no team. You really can't. You really can't. It's impossible. Like you gotta have some people around you that's rocking with you and gonna support it like it's theirs.
Yeah. And if you're doing it without a team, eventually it gets too heavy.
You will have a team.
You will eventually have a team.
Exactly.
It's just
what I'm saying is you can't do it without having just you.
Yeah.
If you think you just a you person, you just do it the whole way, you're gonna understand that it's juggling, and you're gonna want an extra hand here and an extra hand there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you have any marketing strategy when putting out, let's say, your album or a new song? Because I feel like there's a lot of thinking that goes behind that.
Most
So what's your
definitely.
process like when putting out music?
I'm not gonna give away too much free game because at the end of the day, like I had to do my research too. I had to grind and really, put the pieces together. But what I can give is a lot of times whatever like my music is catered to, I would use that as like a prop and try to push it. So if you could find a niche, you could find something like that. I think that's always great. I always do things like that. I don't know if you guys saw Soy Product and us actually contributing into a fitness
Video,
commercial,
picture, yeah.
into my music video.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Those
so
are the kind of things I'm talking about.
Yeah, so
That
like
you-
how that came about is, you know, if you watch the video, it's almost like I'm a coach,
Right.
and I got these girls working out, and Sway provided the gym wear for them, you know, and so like we recruited the girls, provided gym wear, and the girls are working out, and I'm actually the coach, you know. So we not only did we hit it for the clothing brand and the nonprofit, but we hit it as well for the music.
Exactly.
So you know, it's like two birds, one stone.
Yeah, it's like
you know what I'm
a
saying?
very integrated promotion. Everybody.
And a lot of people like that too. They always ask me about it all the time. They're like, yo, I saw that workout video. Like, I always tell Sway, we gotta do more
Yeah.
workout stuff. They like Big Coach Julio.
And that's the beautiful thing I think about music too, is I think, you know, a lot of artists think too much when it comes to these things, but music is really compatible with everything we do in everyday
Definitely.
life. And so there's always a way you can be innovative in promoting your music.
I always tell people so I got some homies that's doing music too, and some homies that's locked up coming out doing music. He been hearing how like I'm doing, like you said, those strategic things. So he's like, yo, I've been hearing you doing your thing. And it's another homie doing music, and I'm telling him, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna give you the formula. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna lace you up and make sure that you're actually dropping it and doing it the right way. But it's gotta be like, you know, like you said, formulated and really like, you know, put a thought process behind it. So you gotta have those little things, like those little props or those little, I call them stunts, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see artists do them all the time, like huge publicity stunts. Of course we can't do them to that extreme level because we're not there yet, but like, you could pull a stunt or two that'll catch the attention of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always a way to, you know, beef up the program is what we like to call it.
Beef up.
We gotta beef it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, the program not beefed up enough. So let's do something real quick and get everybody's attention, get them rolling back again. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a way. Don't ever release music and you're just gonna put it out. If you're just gonna release it and just drop it on SoundCloud or something, I'm gonna keep it a Kobe Bryant beam with you. Your thing done. Your thing lock off. It don't make no sense just uploading it. It don't make no sense. You could be Drake, bruh. File like Drake. If you just upload it on SoundCloud and be like, yeah, I'm posted and my dog's gonna post it, it's not gonna do nothing for you, brethren. You gotta, it's a lot of different, like, you know, you gotta go a certain way about it. You know, you gotta market it, you gotta promote it, you gotta have a niche about it, you gotta have a little visual, like, you know what I mean? It don't make sense going to the studio paying that money and this and drop it like that. And then you wait 3 months and you got 200 views.
Right.
6 months pass, you got 300 views. A whole year passed, 500 views on one song. That's crazy. You might well delete the whole account.
What is your most successful song right now?
I'd always have to say New Dude, because New Dude just was a release, my first ever release on my 22nd birthday. I just released it and it kind of just automatic. It's the first thing I ever dropped and it just went. Everyone around me believed in me. They believed in it. They was like, oh snap, this is good and it's your first thing. And I did it on my birthday when I knew people was gonna give me attention. I knew everyone was gonna hit me up, you know, happy birthday, whatever. So I knew to drop it on that day because I'd already have them locked in. And it kind of went up. And I always shout out Quaisha. She's one of CiiiTY's interns. She just hit me up and she was fuck with the song. I don't know. I gotta confirm this and correct this. I don't know if she was trying to sell me on, you know, doing business with them, but she had that one posted from the jump. It was a good song.
On CiiiTY's.
Yeah, first thing I ever released ever. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing music like, you know, a couple months, a year, and then people started like showing it. Like, it was the first thing ever, and that's why I kept going. So I was like, damn, I know people have been trying to get on CiiiTY's for the whole 2 years since high school, you know, and still nothing. So that's why I felt like that would always be the most successful thing for me, only because it was the first thing and it did so great. I didn't know it would do that great. I thought it would just be a normal thing and just it came out and it's just a vibe, and now I gotta really sell it on people. I'm still gotta do that, you know, that little work. Of course you gotta do that work to get people to get on it, but so many people were like, yo, this is good, the whole product. I dropped the this is actually it right here. I dropped it's like a 5 project. One song is Stizzy Rex, one of my boys, 6 songs, and it actually did some numbers. It was pretty good. First thing I ever released. Ever. So that
Stizzy, is he producer?
Stizzy Rags actually owns a studio downtown. He makes beats. He's an artist as well.
Right.
You know, me and him came together. He actually was an app developer.
Right.
And but he did music prior to meeting me. But he put it down. He started developing apps. He's verified.
He's very yes, it's very popular.
He's verified on Instagram. You know, he's an app developer for Microsoft. So when he heard my music, he was like, damn, like he got that same drift like me. That he said, you kind of like street, but it's some pop shit, it's some smooth shit.
Right.
He's like, that's what I want to do. So we together we created a sound. But I always gotta give light to Easy Beans. I don't know if you guys know him, Zachariah Messiah. Me and him worked together on building a sound, but he moved to Orlando. So I had like to, you know, run it on my own and put a piece together. And then I met Stizzy, who loved this sound.
Right.
And so he helped implement too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He didn't fill the void, of course, it's my brother, but at the same time, it was like, damn, you on what we were on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we started creating it, and now this is what we call, he likes to call it heartbreak trap. So it's like, you know, that heartbreak shit.
That's a perfect one.
But it's still, you know, it still hits sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely helped me implement the sound. I helped him. We came together. We have tons of songs. People want us to release a lot of stuff. We got like 3 songs out. We got a lot of stuff we never released, only because he's running the studio. He has his own artist. He's recording, and I'm doing my whole thing, running it up with my thing. And I got the clothing brands and the nonprofit. So we always see each other all the time.
Right.
We hang out and it's cool, but we don't, you know. We created so many songs at the crib. When he actually got the building, it was more so for me to work, and not so much for us to collab. You know what I mean?
Heartbreak track. That sounds like I'd say only other artists I feel like has that sound. It's like Major 9. I felt like that's a little
Major 9, definitely.
Heartbreak track.
You know what? Yeah. He won't touch that pop. He might, but I ain't seen him yet. But he definitely had that heartbreak trap for sure. He's a good, like, you know, poster child for that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's a good one. We could throw him in there. That's big, bro. Salute. Actually, he was down for from season finished in Miami, and he got a little shop where he sells his clothes. He had his own clothing brand as well, Touch Money, and he was out there showing support, things like that. We got a mutual homie. He went to UM too. I went to UM. So yeah, it's definitely mutuals in that. So salute to Major 9 for sure.
Were you making music while you were going into?
Never dropped anything till a year and like I was just telling you boys, a year and 6 months ago.
You've been rapping for just about a year.
That's it. First thing I ever dropped. Look at it. It'll say 2018 May. So like the whole of 2019, the ending of 2018, and now we just started 2020. Yeah, that's it. About to be 2 years. May will make 2 years.
What's the earliest when you started that you saw yourself, you know, actually like doing what you're doing now? Like, is this closer or further than you expected as like a milestone for you?
To keep it a Kobe Bryant being, I'm not too sure. I mean, I feel like it's doing good, but I'm definitely trying to, you know, go deeper and go way further. Like, we really trying to get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's good. Don't get me wrong, because I know people have been making music since I was in high school. Like, you know, they still just, I didn't, you know, overlap them. So I can't be ungrateful for that. But at the same time, we be having 3-way FaceTime calls with the whole team on there. We be like, what's up with the music? What we doing? We dropping? What's up? What's going on? Like, because we eager right now. You know, we really want to, you know, get up out of here. So I could say I want more, of course. Definitely want to see a longer, you know, a deeper path and start making some real crazy bread off it, you know? But can't be ungrateful for what it's done. Because like I said, I see people who've been doing it longer with less results. So, you know, can't be ungrateful. Glory to God. The day Lil Snoop died, I don't know if y'all know what E2020 is. And E2020 is like when you in school and you know you got like a little class you failed, and you gotta go online and do it. So they had E2020 at school, and it was like you gotta go after school to do it. And I had a summer one, a summer school kind of thing. You could go if you want, or you could use one of your electives. So I was knocking it out in the summertime. I was about to be a senior. I wanted to peer it off. But anyways, I was doing E2020 in the summer day, and they say Lil Snoop died. And I said, nah, I said, listen, dog, I cleared it. I left E2020, dog. I'm not working today. Went to link up with my dogs, and they was at the studio. And that's the first time I ever recorded anything, but I never released nothing. But I was like, I'm rapping now, man. Lil Snoop died, bro. I started rapping. I remember this was LeBron was going crazy on the Heat or something. Like, what? I think LeBron was I think he was still on the Heat. He was going crazy. And I made a rap about LeBron, but that Lil Snoop was huge on me, dog. That's when I first touched the mic.
Yeah.
When Lil Snoop died.
After Lil Snoop died.
Yeah, but I didn't release that. That was just me, like, you know, trying it with the homies and shit. Just, you know, just trying that thing. But
were they feeling it? Like, was that?
that's the thing. They was feeling it. They was feeling it. It gave me, like, you know, it gave me confidence. And my big brother and my little brother both rap.
Yeah.
You know, they both make music. So I was like, okay. My dad bought them a studio a little later down the line. Like, they had a little studio at the crib, like a mic and the Mac and the Pro Tools and all that. And so like they would be making music, and my dad would always say like, you're good at like finding what's fire. So I would tell them what's good, what's not. But when they weren't home, I'd try something real quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because they go watch this and they go laugh, but it's the truth. I swear, they know what's up. My shit would be, I was never a musician, but I spit. My shit be fire. Them boys be like, damn, this nigga good. So then I start saying, you know what? I'm gonna start abusing the studio. I start using the studio more than them. And they moved now. One of my big brothers went to Orlando. One of my little brothers went to Cali. So they left the studio in Florida, or South Florida, and now I really use it. And I started coming up on it, but I never released anything. I just record and mess around. And I remember my nigga T-Free came to my crib one time, and I was telling him I'm gonna start music. I even tell him I was doing music. He was just I forgot how we even came up on it, but I played one song for me. It was Call Me. He was like, oh, this shit vibes. I wasn't dropping them, but I had stuff.
Yeah.
I had stuff, but I didn't drop it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know, not that I didn't know it was fire. I thought it was fire, but I didn't know he was gonna think, because it's pop, you know, it's R&B, like, you know. So I just held them down for a long time, and finally, my birthday 2018, I dropped it.
When you say using the studio, are you producing as well? Or
Not really, but if you hear, like, even on Riding, on the new project, the second song on there, I do cut up like certain parts. So like I go to the studio and I'll do a beat, I'll do something with an engineer. But if I don't like something or something is like, you know, a little off, I can have those files at my crib because I have a studio set up where I can touch it up or edit something. And then sometimes I even have Sino, my big dogs, he'll come through and he has a Mac and a mic and everything. He'll record me and we'll play around. So we learning together, we cutting stuff up together. So even Riding was done in a major studio, Silver Production Studio, where X recorded his last album, big studio. But I took it home to my small studio before I even uploaded it to, you know, distributor to get on Apple Music stuff. I cut it up at the crib. So I do cut stuff up, but majority of the time I don't really make a full beat. But I'll do it at the real studio with the real producer, and then I'll go to the crib and do what I gotta do after. You know what I'm saying? Lace it up and move stuff around.
So you're very involved in making your own music.
Anytime I'm in the studio and I'm seeing an engineer doing stuff, I'm sitting the closest. I sit real close. I pull the chair up right next to him. I learn a lot of artists just kind of vibe and just listen. I pull it right next to him because I want to see. Because I want to learn.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know what he's doing. And I could tell him, yo, whatever you did right there, a little more, a little less, or delay or whatever. I don't know the name of the plugin. Like, you got some called compression, some called delay, but there's some extensive ones that have like weirder name, but I'll refer to them by what I see. So one of them looks like a Pepsi can to me. So when I say Pepsi, my engineer knows which one I'm talking about. And it does some shit to the voice and shit. Like, I give it weird names. So they, exactly what you're saying.
I think about that a lot. Like, when an artist is in the studio, and let's say you write a song, and in your head you want it to sound and feel a certain way. How do you communicate that to your engineer?
That's why I like to stick with one, but like sometimes you can't, because a lot of engineers have their life too, and you know, you can't really stick with one until you start getting some real crazy money where you could just tell him, yo, fuck everybody else, I'm your main priority. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, it's getting there, but you know, when are you really gonna say, engineer's gonna say, yeah, I ain't gonna record nobody else, I'm gonna just work with you. You know what I mean? You gotta be really established, really, you know. So I'm building that. That's what I need actually, because I hate teaching the new engineer what I need. You know what I'm saying? I've been working at the Silver Prod, and they're pretty good. They know what to do. They're decent with it. We're good. We're working over there, and it's working. But I had an engineer where he knew everything. He did the whole last project and the first one too. So, but he stopped. Not that he stopped engineering, but he has his own artists. So he's focusing on them.
Where does the name Hulio with the H comes from?
Where Hulio with the H come from? I was always Hulio, even in high school. But I went out with one of my ex-manager, and he took me to like a polo mansion kind of party kind of thing. And there was some beautiful women there, and we was talking, hashing it out with them, and I told them my name was Hulio, and they told me, they was like, I don't know, they was, you know, we was drinking, we having a good time, and they made a joke as if, oh, you're not Spanish, is it Hulio with the H? And the second they said that, it went off in my mind. I pull out my phone, I start changing everything, Twitter, IG, everything.
On the spot.
On the spot, right away, I start changing everything. I'm like, damn, she don't even know what she said. Like, she just gave me, like, the whole blueprint. I'm like, that's gold. I took it, I changed everything, but it was Hulio with the H ever since. I was like, that's it. I'm running with that. And even just this weekend, we in spring break right now. If y'all didn't know, this is spring break, Miami 2020. I'm on the beach, I'm telling the girls my name is Hulio with the H. At first they say, oh, they laugh, they kick a joke. And my background on my phone is the cover, which says Hulio with the H. So when I tell them how to follow me on Instagram or how it's spelled, and I show them that, they go, damn, it's really Hulio with the H. It's not me just telling you, it's Hulio, spell it with an H. Nah, it's Hulio with the H. Like, fully, whole thing spelled correctly.
Like a pimp named Sleekback. Jesus.
Hey man, say man.
It ain't Hulio.
Hey man, say man, listen.
You gotta tell him to say the whole thing.
Listen, say the whole thing, man. Say the whole thing.
Before that, was it originally?
Boy, hold on, you're embarrassment. He said B. He said chill. Hey man, say man.
Was it originally Hulio with the H? Like, was it originally with an H?
The second the girl said that, it was changed.
But before that, it was with a J.
It was with a J.
Okay.
I was Hulio Sports. I thought I was gonna be Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
I tried to do sports.
Yeah.
I went to school for communications.
Okay.
I was trying to do sports, so I was Hulio Sports. I was typing up, oh, Chris Paul just had a true, that'd be all that shit. I was LeBron, I was all that. And then I just, you know what? The music just came about, and I stopped. You know, I took away the sports shit, and it was Hulio with
the H ever since.
Forever.
Do you work with the same videographer? Is that
Shout out to Shot by Rome. One Night at Rome, that's my boy, that's my brother all the way, 10 years. You know, it's his birthday today, happy birthday, Romeo. You know, I've been knowing him forever. His parents treated me like I was their own kid. That's my brother for life. But I always work with him. I work with a couple of different people too, always. You know that, like, you can't not work with other people. But Rome does mostly everything for me. Everything. Me and him was like, we was born together. It's my brother. We work together. He's done most of my video. I think only one video he hasn't done that's on YouTube. Wait, two or three, because we got Rico Ortega too. Rico Ortega, one Shot by Rome. Who else we shot with? Oh, Tone. Can't forget Tone. Tone do work too. So definitely did a lot of stuff. You know, different photographer, different videographer.
I see a similar vibe. I see a kind of like a feel to the videography. You released a song on Valentine's Day, pretty much.
You remember that? Yeah. So
and that had to have been filmed before Valentine's Day in preparation for that day.
Even if I tell you it was like 2 days before.
Yeah.
2 days before, I ain't have no idea. I'm on FaceTime with the homies. We on the four-way FaceTime. Yo, which song should we drop? We don't even know what song to use. I didn't know, at least. I knew what I wanted to use.
So this was pre-recorded?
This is 3 or 4 days before Valentine's Day. We supposed to have been done this since January. I don't know why it didn't go down, a lot of different things, but I just was on the phone with him and I'm like, yo, what song should we go with? D Millie, he always really knows what song. So he could be wrong sometimes too, but for the most part, my boy be right. He was like, we going with this one. He was like, let's go to like a gravesite and scenery and everything. He kind of just knows, and we went with that, and it was on point. Like you say, it's what you're referring to. It was really good. So a couple of days before, I just tapped in with my team, asked them what they think, what song they like, how should we go about the visual, and we make it happen. We set up wardrobe, we set up scenery, we set up vehicles, where we're gonna need props, girls, whatever, and we set a date and we just shoot it right there. Romeo comes through, we do it, and Romeo, for me, to have it done in his turnover time is amazing with me, because like at the end of the day we're on the same team, so I'm priority. So he gets it done ASAP. It'll be done for me within 20 hours.
The actual song was made 4 days before.
Yes, the song. Man, I got tons of songs. Never released tons. I got songs.
That's why I'm thinking you pulled it out your archive somewhere.
Yeah. No, it was I think I sent them. I narrowed it down to like 2 or 3 songs. Sent them in the group chat to them, and then we was like, let's go with Don't Save Her. And that's how it came about.
Do you have a second job aside from making music, or are you like fully invested
Well,
into
like I
your
said, I
art.
do the clothing brands, the non-profit, and the music. So I kind of touch a little bit of everything. I don't do.
But everything you're doing is on an entrepreneurial
Definitely,
level.
definitely. The only type of work I do is real estate. I got a couple properties, so like I have people renting them out, Airbnb them out, and that's it. Make bread like that. And then as far as my music, clothing brands, they make bread too. Non-profit, we put the money back into the non-profit to expand and do those free things for the kids and stuff, and the youth and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it pretty much. The last time I clocked in was maybe 2017, like July. That was the last time I used to work at Nordstrom. Shout out to Nordstrom. The last job I had.
I think that's important too. That's very important as an artist that you are able to just focus on your art.
Yeah, that's it. It's
And
really
everything
hard.
else around you enables you to.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Without all these guys around here, my whole team, my brothers, without them, man, I couldn't do it because, like I said, I started Hulio with the H. They started Piece of Fashion. They started Sway.
Right.
And like I give them a little bit, a handful of pot out of Hulio with the H. They give me a handful out of pot of what they got going on. So it's all in the same camp. So I fall off, they got it. They fall off, I got it. And if we ball, we play tennis with the racks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said in one of my songs. If we ball, we gonna play tennis with these racks. You know what I'm saying? We ball together.
Is it a matter of time for you?
Oh
you think
man,
so?
I just did. I just was talking with another girl. Shout out to ERTV, Evelyn Romo, and she said, "Yo, it's a matter of time for you because I don't know if y'all know I was in the XXL magazine with the Freshman.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I told you, I just started, and I know people since high school been doing this. So I think it's a matter of time. I think so. Like I just gotta keep really going, keep pushing it, keep just doing my ones and my twos, keep putting out consistent good music, and I'm more than positive that, you know what I'm saying, something gonna shake. It's already been shaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't be ungrateful that, damn, ain't nothing happened for me. I've been doing this shit almost 2 years, ain't nothing. I'm more than grateful. It's been going crazy, so I just gotta keep it going, just keep pushing something, and, you know, it's gonna do what it do.
You just gotta keep feeding your fire. I think
That's it.
I think the mindset gotta be there's never really you can never really be fully satisfied.
Yeah, definitely.
Until
Never really.
you just gotta remember like where you wanna be and
Exactly.
and
Yeah, no, there's definitely more that I want to do. You know, I want to be humongous, but I want, you know, Jay-Z shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Robert Kraft shit. Like, I want to be humongous, of course, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I can't overlook everything that's happened already. I can't overlook it and be like, damn, bro, this shit, you know, I ain't really, nothing really pop on, nothing really make a move for me. Like, nah, everything been good, so, you know, I can only glory to God. You know what I'm saying? Shit been looking good for me.
enjoying the process as you go.
Definitely, it look good, man. And I appreciate everything from God, man. Like, as I told you, I'm a firm believer in Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm coming. Like, that's how I came up. I was raised in that type of household, that upbringing. So I can always give glory to God for what He's done for me. And like I said, almost 2 years now. May will make 2 years, and look how much. XXL magazine. I'm in history with Blueface, the baby, all those guys. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know, overshadow that, overlook that.
There's no going.
That magazine's out forever. That's history.
Yeah.
That's history for them. And I'm in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't overlook that, man, at all. And, you know, the fact that I dropped my first thing and it went on all the blogs, like, my first ever project, no money behind it because I didn't know. You know, so shout out my team, glory to God. It's been really good, man. I like what's going on, man.
Curious as to your tattoos.
Yeah. Like I told you, I was Hulio Sports, remember?
Yeah.
I used to love sports. So I got, you know, all the Miami team. I'm from Miami. Every single Miami team. Sports is my first love before anything. Right now, if they told me stop doing music and you could be Stephen A. Smith, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll never write another bar down because I just love music. I love sports. Like, that's me. I love sport. I played sports in high school. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm based on. I played sports growing up. My dad signed me up. My dad was like, not the coach, but he like the team dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always. Like, that's always been my thing. So Marlins, Heat, UM. I went to UM, but you know, UM football, UM basketball, Dolphins suck, but that's my fucking team. I don't give a fuck. I love them boys. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And then, you know, the Gemini right here, always gotta have that. And the Gemini, May 22nd, I always drop a project. And then, glory to God. You know what I mean? When you shake my hand, you gotta shake Christ's hand. You don't got a lot of me, you got a lot of him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. That's how I'm coming. But, yeah. And then this my movie. This was one of my earlier tattoos. that says Heart Over Hype. It's the movie I'm living. Y'all boys actually in it right now. Everybody in it right now. This is the movie that I'm living.
We are CiiiTY.